Last week, we celebrated Juneteenth, the anniversary of when slaves were set free. Even though slavery is long over, unfortunately, we still have racism in our world. On May 25th, a black man named George Floyd was killed by a white police officer. Across the country, protests have been happening every day. Protesters are angry and disappointed about the racism in our country and are using their voices to speak out against it. And this is all happening during a pandemic. It's been quite a month.
When we first heard about what happened to George Floyd, we were very upset. We wondered, how could this happen? A few days later, my mom said she wanted to show us something. We rode our bikes to the traffic circle. There are a bunch of signs there stating the names of the black people who have been killed by racism. We said their names to remember what happened to them. My mom and dad told us some of the stories of the people who had died. I hated hearing these stories. Why would people do such a thing?
I couldn't believe humans could do that. I was so sad. A few days later, we found out there was going to be a protest in Mindawaskan Park in Westfield. A protest is like a march except you're standing still. You go there to hear speakers about the topic and to use your voice to make people see that something that needs to be changed, that this is not okay. We made signs to use our voice and show what we believe. My sign said, "We need a change." I said that because this world needs to be kind to everyone, no matter their race.
My sign said, we can do better than this. No one deserves to be killed in this world. Our country should treat people kindly. The protest was a sea of people. There were over 2,000 people there. Everyone brought signs saying Black Lives Matter. There were people of different races and backgrounds there. There were kids, parents, and grandparents. We even saw a dog wearing a Black Lives Matter sign.
The protest started by having everyone kneel in silence for 8 minutes and 46 seconds to remember what happened to George Floyd. Then a bunch of people spoke about the Black Lives Matter movement and how we need to treat black people better. We heard from Mayor Shelley Brindle, Governor Murphy, and Representative Malinowski. We also heard from Westfield High School students, one of whom was the organizer of the protest. They talked about experiencing racism right here in this town. It showed us that everyone needs to improve. We asked Mr. Jones, a former McKinley teacher and panelist for our 5th grade social justice summit, what the Black Lives Matter movement means to him.
Hi, Jake, and thank you for your question. What does the Black Lives Matter movement mean to me? It means empowerment. It means that you're seen, that you're being heard. Growing up as a black man, I have often felt invisible, that who I was wasn't really seen. I was expected to transform myself to fit in society. That wasn't always earmarked for me or space being provided to me. So I'm involved in this movement because I think it's about making sure that everybody is seen for who they are, for what they believe in, for what they like to eat, where they like to go, and just who they are and who we are as people. And so I'm excited about the movement. I'm excited to see people going out, speaking out, and saying that everybody matters, everybody is important, because in our country, everybody should be seen and heard for who they are.
Hi, my name is Wanda Armstrong. I'm the mom of Leroy Armstrong, and he's finishing out the 5th grade at McKinley. What does Black Lives Matter means to me? Well, it's about social justice and equality for black and brown people, and I'm glad that the world is trying to make changes for social justice.
Hello, my name is Leroy Solomon Armstrong III, and what Black Lives means to me is that the first time I went to McKinley, before I went to school at McKinley, I met one of the black kids there who went there, and he told me that they were all white kids, so I was really scared. So when I got to school, I thought I was gonna be made fun of. That was the only one of the only black kids in my class. But actually, when I got there, everybody was very welcoming and greeting, and you don't know. They were very nice. There comes a time where silence is betrayal. In the world, people are being silent. They're not telling what's going on. They're not telling that black people are being killed, and that's just wrong. That quote is from Dr. Martin Luther King. And you know how I was welcomed? And McKinley, I wish the whole entire world was like that. You know, it's just sad. It's just sad that it's messed up. we were all created equally. And I hope this goes out, and I hope this touches people. Thank you.
What does Black Lives Matter mean to me? It means we are finally stepping outside of that cloak of invisibility. We are walking towards hope. We are walking towards renewed faith in our beliefs about the ideals of this country. And most of all, we are welcoming our young people who are defiant, who are determined to take their place in this world and in this country with pride and honor. That's why I'm proud of Black Lives Matter.
Before this, I didn't realize that racism was even in this town. I didn't realize it was such a big problem in our world. I was happy to use my voice and participate in this movement to change things.
I hope for the future that everyone is treated equally and kindly no matter their race. I commit to being an upstander and will always speak out if I see someone being racist or treating someone else poorly. What will you do to end racism in our world?